Do you think are we all in the same boat, right? When you ask, are you there? Wow, you hit me right in the center of my chest. But when you're working on The Guardian or you're working on a screenplay, David, is that what you're saying too? Is somebody out there, whether you finish that with, are they like me? Will they hear this? All that stuff. I mean, are we all on have the same sort of journey? We're just taking different paths to get there?
Absolutely. I mean, there's nothing more universally common than the fact that I believe we're all sort of etching invitations to others through our work. Where we are, whether it's however we see it, unless we've cut ourselves off from that fantasy, we're all trying to manifest communication, interaction, dialogue with the world. So when I sit down to write, to me, I'm offering an invitation to people to please join me by writing something. I'm not a novelist. I'm not writing something presentational alone in my room for someone else. And even the novelist is writing a letter to somebody else. But I think that we're all writing as a way to connect with either ourselves or probably more honestly with somebody or something else. So, that's where, and it doesn't change whether it's a screenplay or whether it's, doing interviews and having a show or doing journalism, or it's all the same impulse. It gets us out of bed in the morning because we fantasize that we get to connect. And otherwise you just can't do it. Otherwise just go make money, because, that's a different thing. It gives you can buy your experiences that way, or you can do this magical sort of thinking of, I'm going to create something, and perhaps someone is on the other side of this. Perhaps someone's there on the other side of this who will catch it, collaborate with it, and enliven it. I think we all hit a point in our career where being alone is no longer attractive. It just doesn't, we get so, the $1,000 word is homeostatic, but we get so stuck in our ways, we can't see ourselves anymore. And our old tricks have become, we're sort of trapped in our old tricks. And I'm not saying Peter was trapped in his old tricks. I'm saying that I know in my experience, I've been there, where I needed to be shaken a little bit and be told to get out of my comfort zone or get out of my routine and truly listen to somebody else, which is a very hard thing for an artist to do. Because by our very nature, we have distrust. It's our way. We don't trust another person's way because that feels almost like we're plagiarizing or we're stealing or we're borrowing. It's hard. And I think what Peter did was incredibly brave to sort of not just invite me in, but to force himself to check his proclivity to say no. I'm a strong person, so and I'm a long waiter, and I've worked with a lot of people who are extremely charismatic. I use as a euphemism, and so I think what we had as a great relationship is I knew when Peter was going, screw this is ridiculous. But I also knew better than to say, if you don't take me seriously, I'm going to walk out of here right now. I would just go, he doesn't like it, it's okay. And I'd wait. And Peter would do the same with me. He'd be like, that's a bad idea. But if I tell him it's a bad idea, he's going to fight me. So I think we've both reached this point where we understand when we're smirking what the other person's smirk is about. And it kind of works for us.
Well, that's good. I mean, really, that's what you want out of a collaboration. I for so long I was in a band situation, and I had my own ideas, and I got so sick of having to bring everything to the board. Especially since I'd written all the stuff, and I just really wanted to have this fascistic say, and I had the say. for a long, long time. And what it got me was really lonesome and really sad. And I was saying the other day, I read the Keith Richard book, the autobiography. He talked about the love that he had for being in that band situation. It kind of rekindled in me the idea of collaborating, being with another voice, even though it can be challenging. There's nothing more challenging than facing one's own loneliness day after day. And as David said, getting caught up in your old tricks. Thank you for being kind and saying, I don't know if Peter was caught up. It wasn't caught up in his own tricks. I mean, I was stuffed to the gills in my own tricks.
With that, I gotta go because speaking of collaborating, I'm due at Sony in 20 minutes, so I'm off.
Listen, totally appreciate your work and appreciate this time so much too. So
Good to see you. Nice to meet you.
all right, David, take care of yourself. Be safe.